Hi there everyone, and welcome to this week's Monday's Moment video. Today I wanted to talk about one of the most frustrating things that I found in all of my business life and also in life as well. And we all see this in the chaos that is in the world at the moment with wars, conflicts, politics, business, lots of things where we just feel, and I know I get so frustrated, that why can't common sense be more common practice? That's what I'm going to talk about in today's Monday's Moment video. See you in a second. Now, in my business that I had, one of the things that I always did was gain knowledge. And there has never been a better time in the world to have access to so much knowledge and for the world to have so much access to it. But very often we still see the same mistakes being made, decades on, centuries on, when that knowledge just isn't being put into practice. And that's a real frustration for me. And I want to encourage each of you that if you're frustrated in any part of your business and you are looking at the knowledge that you can gain, the things that you can learn to be better at doing some of this stuff, don't just look at the knowledge, but look at the implementation. Look at what you can do to put that knowledge and those things that you have learned, that you've listened to, into action, into practice. Now, it's very easy for us to get distracted by the chaos of the world, the chaos of our business, the chaos of our lives. And we get distracted by that so that we know what we should do, the common sense, but we just don't do it. And that's where accountability comes in. Because you can go on all the webinars, you can go on all the seminars, and I hold some of those, I take part in some of those, I attend a lot of those. We can get all of that knowledge, but the thing that generally gets in the way is the implementation into practice. And for me, urgency and doing it now. I remember going to see Tony Robbins back in 2005, I think it was. And he said, that the 9,500 people that were there, he said, take just one thing that you can do something with before you get out of the car park as you leave on the last day. Because most of you, by the time you get beyond the car park, you will start to allow other things to get in the way. And you'll start saying, well, I'll do that when I've got the money to do it. I'll do that when I've got time to do it. And how many of us say that? I'll do it when I've got time. But doing it now very often becomes doing it never. Okay? If you say I'm going to do it sometime later, sometime after I've got this, sometime when I've got this, then that very often becomes never. So I want to encourage each of you to go out there and hold yourselves accountable as you look to finish off this year of scaling in 2023, getting the most out of it. What can you grow into? And as we go and we close off 2023 and head into 2024, what can you hold yourself accountable for to turn common sense into common practice? What can you do that is more about the implementation of things, taking action, not just learning, not just gathering all. Of course, that is important. I'm not demeaning the gain for knowledge, but let's take everything that we learn, let's take all that common sense that we now have and put it into common practice and enable anybody that we have in our lives, in our businesses, to do the same. Let's hold them accountable. That's this week's theme, accountability. Let's hold them accountable for turning common sense into common practice. Now, you've seen it going across the bottom of the screen here if you'd like to grab 30 to 45 minutes with me to talk about your goals, your wishes, your dreams, your aspirations for 2024. No heavy sales pitch, I guarantee. Just go to timewithsimon.com and message me if you get any problems. Hopefully the links work okay, but message me if you get any problems. But just remember that one thing. What can you do today? What can you do this week? What can you commit to in 2024 to be held more accountable for turning common sense, the knowledge that you have, into common practice for the better good and the better success of you, those around you, your lives, and the rest of the world as well. I'm Simon Meadows, Sterling Business Coaching. I hope you enjoyed this week's Monday's Moment, and look out for some of the other posts that I'm going to be putting out this week on the topic of accountability. Bye for now.